Oh, I just wanna take you anywhere that you...
Hey guys, it's Sarah from Totes Presh Vids, and today I'm going to be telling you about my One Direction concert experience. It's nothing really spectacular, but I just thought I'd share with you guys because I was super excited, and it was probably the best night of my summer, if not my life. It was amazing. 2 weeks before the concert, which was on July 13th, 2013, I was just sitting on the couch, just chilling, and all of a sudden my dad comes out and he's like, "Oh, do you want to go to a One Direction concert?" And I was like, You're lying. Yes, but you're lying." And he's like, "No, I'm really not." I was like, "Oh my gosh, like, this isn't happening." Like, you know, there's a certain point where you're just like, "Well, I know you're teasing me because I have been wanting to go to a One Direction concert ever since they went on their Up All Night tour, and ever since, like, I saw all their X Factor video, and ever since I've heard them sing Torn, ever since I heard Up All Night album, I want to go to a concert. When are they going to be in the United States? Because I want to go." I thought, you know, like, this isn't real. It's 2 weeks before the concert. Like, there's no way he got tickets. Like, it's impossible. Well, he's like, "No, actually, I found these 3 tickets for lawn seats for a really good deal. If you go with my sister, Sammy, and my mom, and you can go." And I was like, no way. Like, I was just in such, like, shock. I wasn't believing him at all. And so he showed me and my sister the tickets. I jumped up and I ran around the house, and I was so excited and, like, jumping everywhere. I was like, okay, what just happened? Like, this isn't happening. This is just a dream. Wake up, wake up. So I knew it was July 13th. I had 2 weeks to figure out everything. So I planned my outfit, and I wore this denim. It was like a button-up, and it had a collar, and it was studded, like silver studs on the side. And I tucked it into black lacy shorts, and then I wore, like, Toms. Oh yeah, and I figured out what I was going to do with my hair, kind of. That was actually kind of last minute, because I wanted to be comfortable during the concert, because I was in the lawn seats, so it wasn't like I had to worry about being up front. I didn't have to worry about anything like that, so I was gonna just wear something comfortable. Yeah, so that day rolls around, and I get all ready, and we go to Applebee's for, like, lunch/dinner. And we were sitting there, and they were kind of being slow, but the food was good. But the wait made me start to get anxious, and I was like, I really need to get here. I need to get there early. Like, I knew I had to be there early because I knew there was going to be such a long wait, and I was ready to wait to see my boy. I was afraid that since we had lawn seats, we were going to be sitting in all the way the back. When we were exiting the highway, we got up onto, like, literally, it's probably about a mile from the place you could actually see Tinley Park right there, or First National Bank Amphitheater, or whatever that's called. I called it Tinley Park because it was just basically where it was. But we were right there, like, I could see it, and we had to wait about an hour, I think maybe even more, in the car, just waiting there, because there was people coming from work, there was a whole bunch of fans. And word of advice, if you're going to a One Direction concert, or if you plan on going to one or something, decorate your car, because I didn't decorate my car, but it looked so awesome. Like, there was people who literally, like, it was kind of, some of them went overboard, but there's this one girl who put Christmas lights in her car, and she, like, painted on, like, with window paint or whatever, and it was really, really cool. So I suggest, if you're going to decorate your car, and go all out, because, I mean, it's a One Direction concert, and if you're a huge fan like I am, you might as well go all out. But I didn't think of that, and since it was 2 weeks before the concert, I didn't really have the time or the money to, like, get all this stuff and, like, make t-shirts or anything like that. Like, I have a t-shirt, but I didn't want to wear it because it was, like, super hot that day, and it's a black t-shirt with, like, short sleeves, so I just wore my tank top and shorts, like I said. And when we were in line waiting for the car, there was people with their windows down, you know, blasting their music, listening to One Direction, and I actually made friends while I was in line. But anyways, we pulled up, we parked, and we walked to the end of this huge line for people waiting at the gate. And like, literally I was walking and I was like, where is the end of this line? Because it's like never gonna end. I feel like it's never gonna end. And I was walking and walking, and the whole time I was being stared down. Everybody in line was staring down everybody because they were like, if you line jump me, I will tackle you onto the ground. And after an hour of waiting, the gates opened. And then all of a sudden, people who came like 5 minutes before the gates opened, they started jumping in line in front of me. And they like jumped right in front of us, and we were like, whoa, we've been waiting here an hour. This is ridiculous. I am not putting up with this. So we kind of had to shimmy our way. Like, everybody started like just moving into wherever they could go, like cutting in line and stuff. So basically it was kind of a free-for-all for a spot in line. We finally got to the gate. They checked our bags and did all that stuff. Like, you can't have water when you go in there, so that's just one thing. Have a water bottle in line with you, and then might as well, when you get to the gate, if you still have some left, just have them throw it away, because especially if it's really hot, like, you don't want to get dehydrated. And I think I was kind of like, at that point, I was really hot, and I was like, We get inside, we put our stuff down, we find a pretty good seat, like, the one extended, like, on out, and it was actually pretty close, like, you could see pretty good. Everybody started coming in, and we set down our towels really fast, me and my sister. And then the good thing about having a parent there with you is they can just kind of like watch your stuff. So if you're going, you might as well bring your mom or dad or whoever you can con into coming with you, because they are good seat holders. And then me and my sister went and we bought t-shirts, which are super expensive, so bring money with you, especially if you're a huge One Direction fan and you want a t-shirt. This t-shirt alone was $35, and it just has them. It was totally worth it, because like it's just like one of those like memorabilia type things, and you don't want to like go without, especially if you're a huge fan. You don't want to go without like something to kind of take away from it, I guess. We bought t-shirts, we bought water, and we went back. And by the time, that was probably, took us like 15 minutes to half an hour, because there was a huge like mob of people in front of the t-shirt line, and basically we had to weave through the crowd to get our t-shirt. And then we ended up, like, we picked out our t-shirt, we weaved through the crowd, we bought them, and we left. And we were carrying our waters with us. And we were going and we were trying to find our mom, but we couldn't find her, because seriously, that's how fast the line filled up. Then by the time we got back, there was so many people, like, I could not find my mom. I was like, oh crap, well, hopefully we don't get stuck in the back or something. So finally I find her, and we sit down and we wait for about an hour till the opening act came on. But before that, before like the opening act, there was these girls who were standing behind me, like young girls, and they were pushing me, like pushing ahead of me, like this 4 or 5, well, probably more like 6 or 7 of them, pushing in front of me. They were holding a sign that said it was their birthday, so like, ooh, happy birthday to you, good for you, now quit pushing me. Like, I understand if you're trying to have a good time, but I'm trying to have a good time too, so don't push me. And then they were all like, oh my gosh, Liam, I'm gonna marry you, blah, 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 which is fine, whatever, you know? We all have our fantasies, I guess. But seriously, they were like, yes. And I was just trying to have a good time, me and my sister, and they pushed in front of me, and then 5 Seconds of Summer, the opening act, came out, which they were really good, by the way. Shout out to them, because they are, like, amazing. And I loved their songs that they played, and I was actually, like, up dancing because I knew a few of their songs. And I kind of felt bad because not a lot of people, like, knew them and knew their song. I don't know, they weren't as enthusiastic, but I thought they were really good, so I think I'd like to see them again, too. Oh, yeah, so the girls, they were kind of, like, not into the whole 5 Seconds of Summer thing, so they were like, ugh, when is One Direction coming on, blah, 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 and I was like, please, like, they were being so annoying about it, like, kind of rude. After 5 seconds of Summer got off, we waited another like hour maybe for One Direction to actually come on. And I'm 16, so I'm taller than, like, I should be taller than these 12-year-olds. And they pushed in front of me, and they stood in front of me, like, just right, that they were, like, blocking my view. So I was like, well, what am I supposed to do? So I kind of, like, pushed myself up a little bit and moved my blanket up so I could see a little better. And by the time One Direction came out, the girls had kind of moved off, and I could see, and everybody screamed. It was so awesome. They sang, well, first they sang Up All Night, and then they sang, I'll pull up the song list. What's that list? Is that list song list? First they sang Up All Night, and then I Would, Heart Attack, More Than This, Loved You First, One Thing, Come On, Come On, Change My Mind, One Way or Another, Last First Kiss, Moments, Back for You, Summer Love, Over Again, Little Things, Teenage Dirtbag, Rock Me, She's Not Afraid, Kiss You, Live While We're Young, and then the encores, What Makes You Beautiful. Like, they had Twitter questions, you know, like the middle of the concert or so, they do Twitter questions. I was dancing and I was singing along and having a great time. It was so awesome. Like, the boys were just jumping around on stage and stuff. And then the one girl's moms decided it'd be a good idea to get super drunk. So the girls, they had eventually moved up to like the front of the lawn probably, and I was still like around where I was because I was comfortable where I was and I didn't really want to drag all my stuff. So I stood about where I was. I kind of moved up a little bit, and then their moms, one of their moms, like there was multiple girls, so I'm sure there was like 2 moms with them, especially since one of them had a birthday sign. I guess it was her birthday, and one of the moms was like super drunk, and apparently she was like dancing behind me and my sister, and she was dancing so hard, like she almost fell on my sister, and my mom like had to like push her back with her arm, and eventually she like left. But then there was another lady, and I think they were with the same girls, but she came up and she was dancing because there was like kind of like nobody really next to me because it was kind of like the middle, because we were like right in the middle, and then yeah, she came up to me like next to me and she started dancing, like not on me or anything like that, but she was like dancing like crazy woman. You would have thought she let out of like the Nutty Box or something, because she was going all out, and she was singing like not even the words to the song. And I mean, I didn't really mind because it wasn't like she was hanging on me, but it was kind of funny, not gonna lie. And there are gonna be a lot of those parents. Actually, I saw a lot of parents there that were like drunk, and they were just like, whoa. Seriously, like I was embarrassed for the girls because they probably didn't see their mom dancing like that, but she was so drunk. I was like, oh my gosh, I would be embarrassed to like know her. So anyways, they did like Twitter questions, and they were making fart noises because this one girl, they thought you pronounced her Twitter name Pooh Mabby or something like that, like Pooh Mabby, and they were making fart noises, and it was really funny. Yeah, and then they sang, after the Twitter questions, they sang a little more, and like they'd have costume changes in between, so they'd have like the intro, and then they come out again, they sing, and it was so, oh my gosh, whenever they sang, like I expected to have them sound different. Not that they didn't sound different, they did, but they were like, it was even like, their voices were so good. I was just blown away, and it was like, this is so cool. And they had a really good show because they were jumping all around and being, you know, the crazy boys that they are. Yeah, by the time the concert ended, they sang What Makes You Beautiful for the encore, and then they were like, thank you for coming out. And the whole time they were like really genuinely thankful, and that was like a good thing, just walking towards the, you know, the gates or whatever. And I was like, I really don't want to leave. I just want to like see them and tell them they had a great show, because it was a really awesome show. Even in the back, I was like having like the best night of my life. It was so fun. Then we walked out of the gate, we walked to our car, and I just sat in my car, and I was like, that happened. Like, that was real. That what happened to me just in the past 4 or 5 hours was real. Like, all of it was just real. And I was like, that actually happened. I got to hear them, like, sing. And during that 45-minute wait in the car to get out of the parking lot, I was just like, wow, that was so amazing. Like, my voice was gone. I was super tired, yet I wanted to stay up. It was awesome. If you are thinking of going to a One Direction concert, go, because it was an awesome show, and you will really enjoy yourselves. And even if you have lawn seats, be very thankful, because they do put on a good show. But you'll get to hear them and see them and just enjoy the show, and it's just really fun. And there's a lot of cool people there. You can just enjoy yourself. You don't have to worry about looking a certain way or anything like that, because everybody there is in pretty much the same boat. And if you are like my age, like 16, 17, whatever, and you have a parent that wants to go with you or whatever, to like make sure you are safe, or you know, all that kind of stuff, let them go, because they will hold your seat like my mom did. And that sounds like really selfish and stuff, but there could be some trouble if you don't bring somebody to hold your seat for you. Really, it was a really good show, and I really loved it, and it was awesome. Thank you for watching. Thank you for putting up with my crazy Directioner side. Just please be nice, because it's just something that I like. So I'm sure all of you guys like something as much as I do. So, yeah. Alright, thanks for watching. Love you guys. Thumbs up, subscribe, whatever. See ya. Talk to you later.
That's what's going on. Nothing's fine, I'm torn.